What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade comes to you with an analysis breakdown. This time on Chris Webber. He had good handles for his size, and he had good strength and ability to get to the rim. He can get that first step on you, and it was basically over after that. And he also had speed to attack quick and fast in the offense. So if you wasn't paying attention to him or you didn't have a rim protector in the paint, he can get to the rim. He can also, if you close out too hard on his mid range, he can blow right past you and finish at the rim. Also, he can score in the dunker spot. Very athletic, very fast, getting to the rim and just going up with force. And if you didn't get through him quick enough, it was basically a basket automatically. He also can do hook shots, had good footwork, already knew what he wanted to do, hit you in the chest, stun you a little bit, and go with that right hand. He also would get deep post position, so all he would have to do is just get enough room to get it off cleanly, and he would have the ability to use that length and that tallness to be able to get it to go in without too much effort. Very, very good signature shot. He also had a little bit of a mid range. You can contest it. You can try to come in a little bit late, but he has so much confidence in that shot. He'll even pull it up right off the dribble and hit it in your face. He also had range so where he can shoot it even below or above the free throw line. And even when he was in his career, he didn't shoot a lot of threes, but he would take it from time to time if you would give it to him. Shot about 29.9% from three for his career, but it just shows you that he wasn't hesitating to take it. He also averaged 2.7 rebounds offensively, and he can get those and turn those into buckets around the rim or even transition. And that was good about him because he was a great rebounder in general, basically 20 and 10 in his prime and when he was healthy. And then on top of that, he can run the floor with ease and just finish strong and powerful at the rim also, and that was always fun to see. He also averaged 4.2 assists. He always found ways to use his high-low passing to get it to bigs or the cutters and find them for easy baskets. All they had to do is basically try to finish the shot, and that was it. And that was just showing you how good of a passer he was. Can see over the defense, especially if you have somebody smaller on him, and then he was able to make the unselfish play. And then he was also a guy that can block shots. People don't remember Chris Webber as a shot blocker, but he can block shots, he can cover space, and he can get some good timing on you. Not only that, if you go straight up, he can block you from the back if you're not really paying attention. And he also can get steals. He averages a steal a game for his career. And he also improved as a free throw shooter. Came in as one of the worst free throw shooters in the league, about 50% in the mid 50s or below, and then he was able to improve to a 70% free throw shooter throughout his career, almost getting to 80%, showing you that he really loved the game of basketball and really wanted to continue to work on his game as much and as hard as he could. And you've seen signs of improvement throughout his entire game, not just his free throw shooting. Chris Webber is one of the most talented slash skilled big man we have ever seen, from footwork to passing to IQ to transition, giving up the ball, getting the ball right back because he ran the break. He has had so many spectacular plays throughout his entire career. It was just fun just going back and just watching some of his footage and seeing how he can just make the right plays and the right decisions basically each and every possession. That's why he was the number one pick in the NBA draft, because a guy that can rebound real well and can run the floor and pass and shoot and space the floor and set screens for his teammates to be able to get open, and for him to be able to actually do just high-low passing to get the big man's open or even finding cutters is really, really tough to do, because you have to be able to have the touch and you have to be able to have the right understanding of how to get them the ball in the correct spots and at the right time. And at least Chris Webber was able to figure that out, and he became very great at that. But when you look at this man's career, he was able to average 20.7 points for a career and 9.8 rebounds. And that's really, really good, because majority of his career, he was averaging 20 or more points, and he was able to play a good amount of games. And that was something that was also good until he had significant injuries. But this man will always be remembered for his high flashy type of style, and the fact that he really understood the game at a high level and how to make his teammates better, and the fact that he went to an organization that most people looked at as a losing one and turned that around and was able to help them get to the playoffs and be a legitimate contender in the Western Conference was something that he will always be remembered by the Sacramento Kings fan base, is because they was hopeless and he gave them belief and he gave them fulfillment. And it just sucks that they wasn't able to win it, but it is part of the game. They did lose probably to the better team. You can argue, like we have seen for years, over who should have won that series and whatever the reason is why, because everybody have their own explanation, mainly because of the free throw shooting for people that don't know, and the free throw attempts that they was able to get, which was the Lakers over the Kings. But you knew that the Kings was something special. You knew that they was somebody that was going to be tough and they was going to be hard to beat, and it was mainly because Chris Webber was just so good and so fast and so quick and just had good decision making, and it just hurted your defense so bad trying to find a way to slow him down or stop him. And you knew by the end of the night that man was going to get his numbers anyway because he was just that good at the game. And that was always the fun part of watching him, is how he was going to do it and how his teammates was going to benefit from it. And that was one of the best parts about him, and why we remember him as one of the best bigs of the 2000s and the 90s. And he deserves it. He's a Hall of Famer, and I'm just happy that he was able to get in. And he played for a while, but this man has so many successful seasons and so many years of dominating the league. Even though it was cut short because of the knee injury, he still found a way to still contribute to those other teams that he played for. And it just shows you that that's how good he was. Even when you take this away, he can still find another way to impact the game at a high level. And that's something that he did consistently throughout his career. And then you look at what he did in high school, you look at what he did in college, just becoming one of the most popular players in the NBA because of that success that he had before he was a pro. And he lived up to the hype as the number one pick. That's always something that you want to do if you do get that honor of being picked number one, and show that I was worth it, I deserved it. And he did that throughout his career, showing you that, man, Chris Webber is a bad man. He's tough to guard, he's tough to stop. And especially when you put the right pieces around him, it makes it even harder for that team to be defeated. And you look at the fact that he played with some of the best bigs. Well, he played against some of the best bigs in NBA history in the 90s and also in the 2000s, and still was able to get some all NBA teams and some all-star appearances, show you that he was among the elite, is one thing that he can always smile and brag about to he die, because it's going to be factually correct and it's going to be true. So other than that, when it comes to everything that he brings to the table, he is one of the more complete power forwards to ever play the game. And he showed that early on in his career that he was going to be a force to be reckoned with for a long time. And that's exactly what he was. That's exactly what he was, and that's exactly what he became. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, because I have over 3,000 videos that you can watch on my channel right now for free. Not only that, I also upload videos each and every day. So if you love NBA content, you can't get enough of it, this may be the perfect channel for you. Not only that, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for continuing to support me in the past. Hope y'all continue to support me in the present and also in the future. Not only that, hope you guys having a blessed day. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing good. And all I can say is I have more videos coming. You can recommend breakdowns that's not on my channel, and I make it for you, especially because it's the summertime right now. Content is at an all-time low for most people because there's nothing really to report or really to talk about besides stuff that come up that day or throughout the week. So basically what I'm saying is I'm ready to give y'all as much content as I can give y'all for August, and I want to give y'all as many breakdowns as I can because I had some problems with my computer and now I have it fixed. So maybe I can just give y'all some more things to have fun to see this summer as we're getting ready to head into the fall and back to the start of another NBA season. Other than that, y'all stay blessed up. I'm going for now. Peace. And I got love for y'all, and I'm happy y'all have love for me, and thanks for all the support. And thank y'all for appreciating the content for what it is and continuing to come back. Other than that, I'm going for now.